The Cincinnati Reds have a crucial offseason ahead. MLB Trade Rumors dropped their 2026 arbitrary arbitration estimates, and Cincinnati's front office faces some real decisions. We'll go through each player, their projected salary, this past season's stats, and whether the Reds should keep them or let them walk. What's up? It's Greg from Cincinnati Reds Daily. As always, thank you for being here. The first player we're going to hit on is Brady Singer. Brady Singer, the estimate is to make $11.9 million. This one, Brady Singer, is an absolute lock to return. He's coming off a fantastic season as pretty much the Reds' fifth starter, pitching deep into games, solidifying himself as a solid pitcher in the rotation. He pretty much was run out there every single start, didn't deal with injuries. You just can't ask for more than what Brady Singer has given you. Definitely won the Brady Singer Jonathan India trade, so Brady Singer will definitely be back. The next one is already an interesting one. It's Santiago Espinal at $2.9 million. Espinal hit just .243 with a .292 on-base percentage and a .282 slugging percentage. That's good for a .574 OPS in 114 games. To me, that production just does not justify a $2.9 million salary. Espinal had his roles on certain teams. I just don't think it makes a lot of sense to bring him back for $3 million. To me, this feels like a classic non-tender candidate. I expect the Reds to move on from Espinal. Next, we have Gavin Lux. He is estimated to make about $5 million. Gavin Lux quietly had a pretty solid year at the plate. 269 average, 350 on base percentage, 28 doubles, 53 walks, just 5 home runs in 140 games. You'd love to see that home run number climb. The problem with Lux is there's no real position for him. He's had to DH a lot. He doesn't really hit it for enough power to DH all the time. He played some second base, played some left field. He got on base a lot. He hit right-handed pitching pretty good. Again, the Reds traded for him before the season started, but they're not going to cut bait right now, I don't think. You just hope he discovers some of the power he found with the Dodgers at the end of last year. But I think Gavin Lux will be back. Tyler Stevenson is due to make $6.4 million in 2026. In 88 games, Tyler Stevenson hit .231 with 13 home runs and 50 RBIs. Not his best season, but certainly one of the better offensive catchers in the game when he's playing well. Especially when you look at Jose Trevino. When Jose Trevino had to play every day, it was not good offensively for Trevino. They're not letting Tyler Stevenson go. He's under team control, and he will be back for sure. Ian Gibaut, $1.5 million is what he's set to make. Gibaut's struggled to stay healthy the last 2 seasons, and his numbers reflect that inconsistency. At $1.5 million, he's a likely non-tender candidate. Maybe the Reds try to bring him back on a cheaper minor league deal, but this feels like a roster spot that they will turn over. Sam Moll, $1.22 million. Sam Moll's value depends on one thing: left-handed pitching depth. The Reds did not have that this year. They used Graham Ashcraft a lot late in games as their left-handed specialist, even though he's a right-handed specialist, because he throws that cutter in hard to left-handers. You would love to see the Reds have some left-handed depth out of their bullpen. I think for $1.22 million, the Reds don't have a ton of lefties ready. They might as well roll the dice on Moll and hope they can, he can refine his form from a couple years ago when the Reds traded for him from the Athletics. Another obvious one coming up here is Nick Lodolo. He's due to make $4.33 million. Lodolo's coming off a career best season where he's had the most starts he's ever had, the most innings pitched he's ever had. He stayed healthy pretty much all season, and he showed spurts of being an ace. There's no chance the Reds are letting him walk. At $4.3 million for him right now is an absolute bargain. Lodolo will be back, and I wouldn't be surprised if Nick Krall and company are talking about a possible extension. Graham Ashcraft is due to make $1.4 million. Ashcraft made a successful transition to the bullpen this year, throwing some high-leverage innings. Again, he was used as a Reds left-handed specialist as a right-hander at the end of the season. He kind of settled into his role. He had some bad outings. He had some good outings. But again, $1.4 million, it's a no-brainer to bring back Ashcraft. The Reds will most likely keep him on the roster. TJ Friedel, $4.9 million. Friedel quietly put together another great season. 261 average, 364 on base percentage, which is great for a leadoff guy. 81 walks, 82 runs scored, and double-digit steals. He still did have an above-average season defensively. Which is really weird because his sprint speed is slow, but he somehow is still good in center field. So he's one of the best on-base guys on the team. The Reds will absolutely bring him back. You'll wonder how much longer he will stay in center field, if the Reds will find someone to play in center field and they move him to the corner. I'm not sure, but that's not a discussion for right now. Friedel will be back next season on that deal unless they were to do something like trade him. Tony Santillan was set to make $2.4 million. Santillan could be the Reds closer if Emilio Pagan does not return. Pagan is a free agent. He just had 32 saves. I'm sure somebody's going to want to pay him. I don't think the Reds are going to match that. That's just my opinion. If he walks, Tony Santillan could be the guy ready to hop in as closer. Santillan pitched in 80 games this season with a 2.44 ERA. He's proven he can handle big spots. He's proven he can handle late innings. I believe he even had 7 saves this year. For just $2.4 million, this is a lock. The Reds will definitely keep him. And Santillan was one of the cooler stories of the season. Lastly, we have Spencer Steer. $4.5 million is what Steer is projected to make next season. Steer remains a versatile cornerstone. He hit .238 with 21 home runs and 75 RBIs while playing all over the field. His bat kind of dipped, but he was playing hurt the whole first month of the season. His power really came on late. Again, he was second on the team with 21 home runs. And the only intrigue about Steer is they said Nick Kroll and Brad Meador came out and said Sal Stewart is going to compete for the starting first place job next year. Stewart hit .255 with 5 home runs in 18 games late in the season for the Reds. If Stewart plays a lot of first base next year, what's that leave Steer? Could Steer be playing a lot of left field? Could he be DHing a lot? It's just an interesting thing to keep an eye on Steer, but I think you do want him in the lineup. But he could serve more time at a different position. So there you have it. Every Reds arbitration case for 2026 with the numbers to back it up. The deadline for the decisions is late November, and we'll have full coverage of who stays, who goes, what this means for Cincinnati's off-season plans. As always, thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. Who do you think the Reds should non-tender? Drop it in the comments. And make sure to hit like and subscribe for more Reds content all off season long. We'll leave you with this. As always, go Reds.